Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this time, I would like to explanation about problem-based learning. And before I explanation what is problem-based learning, I wanna mention the members of my group. The first is me, Nabilah Marwa. The second is Dena Ekarina. The third is Nanda, aulia. And the last is Muhammad Nawwaf ridwan. And I have a part to explanation what is problem-based learning, where problem-based learning came from, and what the characteristic of problem-based learning. For the first, I wanna explain what is problem-based learning. Problem-based learning is a teaching method in which complex real-world problems are used as the vehicle to promote student learning of concept and principle. In the other hand, problem-based learning can be described very broadly as learning that is centered around a problem that the student learn and the teacher wish the student can solve their problem. And problem-based learning came from medical school in the USA in 1915s. The goals of problem-based learning is to provide real-world problem from medical student to solve the real world problem. And then problem-based learning can be said is problem-based learning is student-centered, and then student can work together in a group to solve their problem. And then the teacher just is coach or guide or elevator the student. And the last is I want to explanation what is characteristic of problem-based learning. I want to mention 4 characteristics of problem-based learning. The first is students use real-world problems that are relevant and authentic. The second is students learn content and must have critical thinking skill while dealing with the problem. The third is the problem must motivate the student to seek out a deeper understanding of the concept. And the last is the problem should be objective in a way as to connect it to previous their or student knowledge. I think that's enough explanation, and I think this part can be explanation you what is problem-based learning, and the next part can be explanation by my friends. And the last I say thank you.
In this time, I'm going to present the materials about problem-based learning. The first is about why we should choose problem-based learning. The second, problem-based learning develops a lot of skills. We should choose problem-based learning because problem-based learning is one method that serves the needs of students, challenging them, and also allows the students to develop the skills. Problem-based learning provides opportunities for the students to develop a range of skills. Problem-based learning develops the first, information skills. For example, the teacher gives the students a case, and then the students read it again. The students must be able to identify what they already know, what they need to know, and where to access new information to get the solution. The second, problem-based learning develops communication skills. In this method, students work in group, and then they must be able to communicate effectively, discuss, and cooperate with each other. The third, problem-based learning develop problem-solving skills. In this method, the teacher gives a problem to the students, and how can the students solve it well? The students must be able to identify the problem, understanding it, and then propose the solution, and also choose the best solution. The fourth, problem-based learning develops critical thinking. Critical thinking allows the students to analyze the problem, and then they must be able to find the best solution. The fifth, problem-based learning develop teamwork skills. In this method, students work in team, and then all of them must participate actively in the discussion, and one of them will be the leader and the secretary. The leader will lead the discussion, and the secretary will take notes what they say. The sixth, problem-based learning develops time management skills. They must be able to manage the time well to solve the problem. The last but not least, problem-based learning develop computing skills. The students must be able to search the information from the internet by using technology, and also how can they create the presentation to deliver what they have been discussed with their team. And the teacher trained to monitor on a whole process to make sure that the students don't miss anything from the discussion.
Okay, in this part, I would like to tell you how to apply the problem-based learning in learning process. I have a simple model. The first, we should make the student meet the situation. The second, the student should analyze the situation. After that, the student should define of the problem in this situation. After that, gather and share information about the situation. After that, they should generate responses to the situation, and then they should evaluate responses to situation. The last, they should reflect and evaluate their performance in this their performance about the situation. Okay, the next we should talk about what is the goals of problem-based learning. The first, to construct an extensive and flexible of knowledge base. The second, to foster increased retention of knowledge. The third, to develop effective problem solving, self-direction, lifelong learning skills, and an ability to identify relevant health problems. The fourth, to be effective collaborators. The next, we should talk about what is the principles of problem-based learning. The first, the student is the focus of education program, the curriculum or curriculum contents. Second, the development of their learning capacity, cooperation with others, and the importance of communication is emphasized in here. The last, the development of practical skills, the development of analytical and creative thinking skills is paid much attention in here.
My friends have already explained to you about some slides, and right now it's my turn to continue what my friends have already told you. And this is about the advantages and disadvantages of the problem-based learning. So there are some advantages from based learning. The first is emphasis on meaning or no fact. The second is increased self-direction. The third is higher comprehension and better skill development. The fourth is interpersonal skills and teamwork. And the fifth, self-motivate attitude. And the sixth, level of learning. So we can know the level of the students, we can know the capacity of the students. And the next is about the disadvantages. There are some about it. The first is about cultural change. The second is about collaborative group skill. The third is offensive of the problem. The fourth is extra workload. The fifth is more time, so we can spend the time. And next is additional training. And the last is a greater cost. And right now I'm going to tell you about the conclusion all of the slides. So the conclusion is like we can say that problem based learning is one of the model of the service that needs of many students, and we can challenge them and it can be challenge for the students and allow to develop the skills to facilitate lifelong learning so the students can learn process by process. Well, I hope that is enough. Thank you very much and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.